Hello everyone, Keep Garden Tech Guy here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Huawei Mate 9 Pro. So let's go right into the specs. Yes, now we all know the Huawei Mate 9. It was Huawei's latest flagship that was released earlier in this month of November, and about a week or so after, they would have announced the Pro Edition to the Huawei Mate 9, which is the one that most of us has been expecting. So before I go into the features or anything else, just have to go into the design and pictures. So you can see here it has a edge display similar to the Samsung's Galaxy S7 Edge, but is it too similar to the S7 Edge? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So this is what it looks like from the sides. This is the in-depth of the phone. It's a bit thicker than the original Mate 9. The back is basically the same but a bit more glossy, and it has the same camera design as well. And you can also get this in black also, in a more, I should say, a bit more silver color. And so yeah, so let's go into the features and have a little overview of this phone now. So yes, it's a step ahead, of course. Now before I go in, the difference between the Huawei Mate 9 Pro and the Huawei Mate 9 is design basically, and also well, the performance is basically the same once you look at it specs wise, but the design and also some other features in EMUI are slightly different, but everything else is basically the same. Now let's start off with the design. It has a 2K display. It features a 2K display, unlike the Huawei Mate 9, which features a Full HD display, and it has a dual curve design with a compact size body, and you can have it in gold or you can have it in a silver color. Now it has the same speed with machine learning with the Kirin 960 OS, and it has a bigger battery, enhanced power with 4000 milliamps. Well, actually I think it's the same. Yes, 4000 milliamps with Huawei supercharge, of course. Now the camera is breathtaking, just as the Mate 9. It has the Leica dual camera 2nd generation setup. It has some other features like bokeh, low light, 4K video recording, and also the front camera is also amazing. Now the design of EMUI. No, I believe it runs on EMUI 5. Yes, it runs on EMUI 5.0 with a intuitive interface, which EMUI is a skinned Android nougat for Huawei. It has global connectivity with 600 megabits per second, which is a difference between the Mate 9, and it has extensive network support just like the Mate 9, and it also has a dual SIM support also. Now it has some security options. You have your fingerprint sensor, you have your fingerprint unlock speed, and also you have one touch for any other private stuff such as your files and so on. Now of course it has Huawei Share, which is Huawei's NFC output. It has directional audio capture, and it has 4 microphones, which is another difference. And also, speaking about audio and microphones, the Mate 9 featured 2 stereo speakers but at the bottom, but the Mate 9 Pro only has one stereo speaker located at the bottom, so that's another difference. Now let's start off with the full specs. Now going to the full specs. Now let's start out with the size. The height is 152 millimeters. It has a width of 75 millimeters, and it's in depth of 75 millimeters, and it will weigh about 169 grams, which is a bit heavier than the Mate 9, obviously. It has haze gold and titanium gray. Those are the colors it comes in. Now it comes with a 5.5-inch curved AMOLED display with a WQ Quad HD, in other words a 2K display with 534 pixels per inch with 2560 by 1440 pixels. It has 16.7 colors with color saturation, NTSC, and 100% high contrast. Now the CPU, of course, is Huawei Kirin 960 chipset, which is a octa-core chipset, and also it has a capacity of a total of 2.4 gigahertz. Plus a i6 core processor with Mali G71MP, a GPU. The operating system is the latest version of Android, which is Android 7.0. Actually, the latest version of Android is 7.1, but Android 7.0 is still very good. It has 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. So there's another difference with the Mate 9. The Mate 9, you could have rather choose between 64 gigs or 128. But the RAM is strictly 128 gigs plus 6 gigs of RAM, of course, like the Mate 9. But some memory will be occupied by the OS and preloaded content, of course. Now the network, you have a selection of 2 SIMs. Now the SIM 1 outlet will support 4G TD-LTE and FDD-LTE. It will support 3G and 3G TD-SCDMA and 2G GSM. And the SIM 2 slot will only support 3G UTMS, CDMA, and 2G GMS. The GPS service includes GPS GLONASS, Galileo, and BDS. It has Wi-Fi connectivity with Wi-Fi 2.4G and 5G, which Huawei has innovated in their other products, 5G. And also the sensors, it has a fingerprint sensor, a G sensor, a gyroscope sensor, a compass sensor, a ambient light sensor, proximity sensor, a Hall sensor, a barometer, and a IR sensor. Now for the camera is the biggest innovation in the new Mate 9s, and the Mate 9 Pro really has not a big change from the Mate 9 of itself. The main camera is a 20 megapixel monochrome plus 12 megapixel RGB with f2.2 aperture with OIS. It has BSI-CMOS and a dual-tone flash. It has phase detection autofocus plus CAF and nature depth autofocus. It has 2 times hybrid zoom, 4K video recording, and the front camera is an 8 megapixel camera. It supports audio formats such as MP3, MDI, AMR. It has MB, AAC, and all that other good stuff which I won't go into, and supports 4K video formats such as MP4, 3GP, 4K video, of course, and so on. It has EMUI 5.0, which is the latest emotion UI, which is optimized to run 100 million. And also I think it may come to earlier Huawei phones sometime later. The battery capacity is 4000 mAh with typical value, and it has dual SIM technology also, and NFC supported. And so that is it with the Huawei Mate 9 Pro. Now tell me what you think about this phone in the comments. Is it a big change from the original Mate 9? Would you prefer the Mate 9 or the Mate 9 Pro? Let me know in the comments. But the Mate 9 Pro is a truly good phone. Of course, as Huawei would have described it, they're putting these phones a step ahead. Keep God and tech guys, signing out.